Broadhead at 40. Top right. Top left. Bottom right. Bottom left.
Hey, got them all. Yeah.
So, I listened to a podcast today on Meat Eater talking about arrows, and I liked what they were saying. I'm not overly concerned with speed. The only reason I care about speed is just to get my tape right, but this bow isn't that fast, 280 some feet a second. I like what they're saying about heavy arrows. This is 540 grains. And also, like the broadheads on traditional equipment are a little bit different. But I did like talking about single bevel heads, and it's one reason why I like these broadheads. They're not single bevel, and they're fixed blade, replaceable, but see how those blades come off the sides? What I've found is with this broadhead specifically, I've used it for years, kind of, like what Doc was saying on the Meat Eater podcast is, he's saying that broadhead, single bevel head will go in, rotate, and cut. They said they measured intestines sometimes that was cut 6 or 7 inches away from where the entrance was. And that's similar to what I found with these heads go in because those blades come off on the side and they create a wound channel, and it opens a big, not just a hole, but a channel. So I agree a lot with what he said. And he said something like, don't worry about poundage, talking about specifically heavy poundage bows. But I worry about it just because I want to shoot a heavy arrow at not fast speed, but lethal speed, 280 feet a second. And for me, that a 90-pound bow does that. I don't measure FOC just like he said, but I do know I got some weight out front, 55 grains here, plus a broadhead. And I also liked what he offered with vanes. I think a lot of animals hear the arrow cutting through the air because they have a steep vane. I like these low profile, 4 of them. And that gradual vane like this, it's not a steep angle, it's very quiet flying through the air. A heavy arrow shot out of this bow with these vanes, these AAE vanes, very quiet flying. And I've killed a lot of animals that they didn't know I was there, and didn't hear the bow go off and didn't know what happened when the arrow went through them, and then a few seconds later they were dead. So above all, obviously shoot a lethal arrow, but become one with your bow. You got 40 yards, put them in there, shoot your broadheads, get those reps in, and just, be married to the game of bow hunting. We owe it to the animals to be our very best. a lot of responsibility once you loose an arrow, and you don't owe it to an animal to offer a merciful death. Keep hammering.